from working TV to coaching now?
It's fairly easy for me. I've always worked out with the guys a lot in the off season, so I enjoy the teaching aspect of it. So I'm not like full time. I don't travel with the team. I usually go to all their practices, but it's a little bit different trying to be the coach, and learn how to deal with personalities and a lot of young kids coming out of college. But it's been rewarding.
Perfect. Thank you, James.
James, when you win championships, either in this event or a national championship, does the sense of accomplishment grow over the course of time?
It does. I think when you win it, you're obviously whether it's your first one or your second one, but over time they get it's like a fine wine. Over time they get more important and more. And it means a lot more. So, winning a championship you never want to settle for anything less after that.
How about the way that this event has changed from the early 1980s to the way that it is right now? What do you notice about how this event is going?
Well, I feel like I'm in the Big East Conference all of a sudden in a lot of ways. I don't know. To me it's always the same. ACC tournament, March Madness. I don't really know what the rules are if they change or anything like that. But it's always the same, intense. Ever since I was watching them back in 73, 72 when I was a kid, they've always been this memorable and intense.
You won two of these.
Do you think you hold dearest after all these years?
Probably meeting Coach Smith for the first time, 8th grade, and then getting a scholarship there, and then winning his first. All kind of go together.
You won two ACC tournaments. Does the one in '82 stand out a little bit more because you guys ended up winning the national title a few weeks later as well?
I think it does. I think the fact that we had lost to Indiana the year before, and we were on a mission to try to get Coach Smith's first one. So I think, winning that one in Greensboro kind of guaranteed that we were going to be playing in Charlotte and Raleigh. So that was a good start.
James, what was it like in 1982 winning the national championship and then getting drafted to the reigning champion Lakers? That's kind of unusual for a number one pick. What was that like for you?
It was great. Usually the number one pick goes to the worst team. I got a chance to go to the Lakers because I think in 77 or 78 they made a trade to Cleveland for Cleveland's number one draft pick, and then Cleveland fell straight to the bottom. And we were able to get that pick. So I went to a team that didn't really need me. I didn't have to start. I didn't have to go through all the things that a number one pick usually goes to. So it was a blessing in disguise, really. I was there with Mitch Kupchak, who's a Carolina guy. It was great. I just wish we could have won my rookie year.
Did it help your development at all?
I didn't get thrown into the fire like a lot of first round draft picks do. I was able to sit behind Jamal Wilkes, Bob McAdoo. They both were Hall of Famers. Michael Cooper. So I was able to come in a little easier than most guys in my situation.
Do you have any fun memories from playing with Jordan that one year, his freshman year in '82? Anything maybe we don't know about playing with Jordan?
I just remember Michael's recruiting weekend. He came in on a Friday in the dorm, and I heard him before I saw him. And he was just like, where's James Worthy at? He always sought out the best. And he kind of bullied me a little bit because he always wanted to play one-on-one. Whoever the best was at anything, backgammon, cards, it didn't matter. He wanted them. And so I was better than Michael probably for about a month and a half. And then but he was just an amazing, confident guy.
What lasting impact did Dean have on you?
Dean showed me how to be a humanitarian. I mean, he was for the most part, I found out that he was more of a civil rights activist than he was a basketball coach. So I was a very young kid, 8 years old, when I heard all this commotion in my house about Charlie Scott being the first to come. So I knew Coach Smith stood for more than just basketball. I just loved the way he enrolled people. He was a people guy. And it didn't matter if you were Michael Jordan or Michael Johnson, it didn't matter. And he just enhanced kind of what your parents started for you. He made 3 promises. He's like, you come to Carolina, you got to go to class. If you stay 4 years, you'll graduate. And if you stay 4 years, I'll take you on some trip somewhere. So that was it. So he fulfilled it.
What are your memories of Roy?
Roy was the JV coach when I played there. And he and Wanda lived in a little one-bedroom apartment off campus somewhere, and he drove this old beat-up '73 Ford Mustang that he had since college. I actually thought Eddie Fogler would be next in line, and then after Roy came back from Kansas, he's kind of like a clone of Coach Smith. That's why he's been able to succeed.
Do you watch a lot of Carolina basketball? And
When I can, yeah.
what do you think about this team? Have you seen them?
I like this team. I mean, I think they were ranked number 1 at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
They've had some ups and downs last month. Whoever this is behind is an asshole.
There's just a lot of Duke in the
I felt it. What's up, baby? What's your question?
This UNC season this year.
I like this team. Still don't think they're as individually as good as they could be individually. As a team, they're pretty good. I mean, Joe Barry is, I think, moved Marcus Page over to the 2 guards, a good move. Bryce Johnson. I think we play big, Hicks, those guys like that. I like our chances.
What's your reaction to the academic fraud scandals? The academic fraud scandals in North Carolina?
Yeah, from my understanding, it was just one class, right? Talking about the one class that was paperless class, something?
Yeah, the fake classes over multiple years.
And were they all basketball players, or were there
Lots of different
a lot of them? Yeah, unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Coach Smith would have never stood for anything like that. I don't think Roy would either. It sucks that happens. That a professor made that class available. That's not what I remember when I was there. It's definitely not what Coach Smith started. Nor did Roy. I do remember quite a few of my friends that were in fraternities, though. They had a lot of tests over there. They had a lot going on over there too. So, I mean, in college, you're going to take some swag courses. Obviously, every university does. Everyone has easy courses, but nothing like that. You actually have to do the work. It might be an easy course, but you actually have to do the work. That was not Carolina to me. How you doing, man?
As you get older, how much more do you appreciate the Carolina family and how everybody stays in touch with one another?
That's what Coach Smith started. That's how he enrolls people. I think his number 1 criteria to recruiting people is that you're over yourself. You get over yourself, you make a good teammate. So he stressed it, and he taught it to us on a daily basis. And I remember going to basketball camp there and meeting Phil Ford and Walter Davis in 8th, 9th grade, Mitch Kupchak. So it's quite a fraternity that he started.